This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Monday, the 15th day of November in the year 2021. I'm Gordon Mosley. Here's what we're tracking tonight. The daily number of gun crimes and robberies in the country remains worrying. Crime Chief Wendell Blanham today said while there has been a slight reduction in gun robberies and murders from January to mid-November this year, when compared to the same period last year, both categories of crime remain a source of worry for the Guyana Police Force. During a presentation on the crime situation in the country this morning, the Crime Chief said so far for this year, a total of 119 murders have been recorded, when compared to 133 for the same period last year, which represents a 10.5% decrease in the number of murders.
However, nationally, the murder rate for 100,000 persons continues to be a source of concern for us.
Mr. Blenheim noted that serious attention is also being given to the number of gun robberies that are being committed on a daily basis. There have been 335 gun robberies recorded so far this year, which is an average of one gun robbery per day when compared with 477 last year. That's a 29% reduction in gun crimes. The crime chief said break and enter and larceny, which remain the most prevalent crime in the country, has seen a 17% reduction for the period, which has led to an overall 19.4% reduction in serious crimes this year.
And this is the state of affairs. And we are acutely aware that putting out crime reduction to members of the public and the media doesn't do much. What is more important is the state of mind of persons. And in some communities, there is a fear of crime. And that is why we continue to engage members of the community. We're working with the leaders of the community to ensure that we maintain law and order and that we enhance public safety and security.
But the crime chief has also raised concern about the number of youths in their teens who are committing serious crimes, noting that it is a situation that must be addressed urgently.
So we're pleading with family members to ensure that we work together to improve family life. Many of the young persons today, they are being influenced by social media and hardened criminals to live a life of crime. And we want to prevent that. We want to work with the youth. We want to devise programs for them to ensure that they do not come into contact with the criminal justice system.
Only recently, President Irfan Ali outlined the crime-fighting approach that includes a gun amnesty, a program for youths involved in crime, and the plan to cover the country with more closed-circuit television cameras. More news coming up in just a moment.
It's been a long time coming. Overdue, some might say. But now that it's here, it will change life forever. And it is here to stay. The future is now. Transforming Guyana into the 21st century. Introducing GTT Fiber. Experience internet connectivity like never before. Speeds you deserve at prices you can afford from a name you can trust. Sign up today. GTT Fiber is here. GTT. Together, we rise faster.
The light on your face, no mask will hide.
Feel the joy burn deep inside.
Let's have a great Christmas this year.
You, me, and Republic Bank, my dear.
Whatever you need, light up your Christmas with Republic Bank and get a chance to win $825,000 in cash prizes. Plus, get a chance to give a family a Christmas hamper in your name. Log on to republicguyana.com for more details. Let's light up Christmas.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
We've got exciting news! All 12-ounce yellow cab Buster are now only $100. Buster, live in
Come
full
get
color.
your Buster, Buster $100. Come get your Buster, Buster $100.
Jungle Jam!
Jungle Jam,
Jungle Jam!
find as many as you can. Jungle Jam,
Jungle Jam!
the animals are waiting. Monkeys, giraffes,
Dinosaurs!
real excitement in a chocolate bar. Elephant, toucan,
Jaguar!
which ones will you find? Young in the Jungle Jam,
Jungle Jam!
find as many as you can. Jungle Jam,
Jungle Jam!
which ones will you find? Give me one dembe for my whole family. Their bread is tasty. Them big, big,
love and passion by our dedicated team of fine bakers, we give you Dembake. With the same great quality you're used to, we now have a slightly new look. Here in Land of Canaan, we are ready to give you even more. Don't wait until you're hungry. Reach for a slice of Dembake. Dembake, healthy, wholesome living.
Mobile Delvac and all other mobile lubricants are distributed by Salt Guyana Inc. Mobile Delvac and all other mobile lubricants are distributed by Salt Guyana Inc.
Alana! Oh my gosh, it's so great to see you.
You must have heard. That's why you're here at GPL. The great news, GPL's 22 for 22.
I absolutely did hear. They're giving away supermarket vouchers worth $25,000 to 22 customers.
Isn't it just awesome how GPL is giving back to the community, though?
For sure. But you know what you need to do? You need to ensure your account is completely settled, while prepaid customers need to purchase credit during the promo period, and make sure that you ask for that coupon. Nobody's left out.
GPL's 22 for 22. Promotions run October 1 through October 15th.
Let GBTI make your dreams of owning a home a reality. Buy or build your home with us. Let us help you to completely outfit your home and make it move-in ready. Need to purchase land? We finance that too. Benefit from our 10% down payment and interest rates as low as 4.25%. Calculated on the reducing balance with up to 30 years to repay. Switch your mortgage to us and learn about benefiting from the equity in your home. Invest wisely. Apply online or call your branch to schedule an appointment. GBTI, we see Guyana through your eyes.
Political party A New and United Guyana has issued a call for coroner's inquest to be conducted into the 4 latest police shooting deaths which occurred in the past 2 months. In documents released over the weekend, the party wrote to the chief magistrate seeking coroner's inquest into the police shooting death of David Smith and Tracy Jupiter on the 2nd of October at the University of Guyana Access Road. In a statement at the time, the police claimed that the 2 men were shot dead by police ranks during an armed confrontation. The 2 were wanted for the robbery and murder of Festival City youth Joshua Denny. The chief magistrate is also being asked to conduct a coroner's inquest into the shooting death of 16-year-old Sidel Bourne at the Stabroek Market area by a plainclothes police officer. The youth had reportedly attempted to snatch jewelry from around the neck of the officer's wife and was shot in the back as he escaped. A New and United Guyana has also written to Magistrate Esther Sam, who is presiding over the Essequibo district, asking that she conducts a coroner's inquest into the police shooting death of Orrin Boston at his home in Dartmouth on the Essequibo coast on the 15th of September. The businessman was unarmed and in his bed when he was killed by a member of the SWAT unit during a search of his house that unearthed nothing illegal. 2 months after the shooting incident, the investigation is still ongoing. Annex said its request for the coroner's inquest to be conducted in the 4 deaths is rooted in its interest to promote the rule of law, including adherence to statutory requirements to promote transparency and fight corruption and abuse of power. The move by the party requesting that the coroner's inquest be conducted into the 4 recent police shooting deaths follows a recent decision by the Director of Public Prosecutions to recommend the coroner's inquest into the police shooting death of Kitty resident Peter Headley while in police custody in May of this year. The recommendation for the inquest by the DPP came almost 5 months after Headley's death. A coroner's inquest is a judicial inquiry that is held to determine the cause of a person's death. During the process, a sitting magistrate who acts as the coroner would impanel a jury to conduct the inquest. The inquest could lead to charges. Well, with more vehicles and pedestrians expected to be out on the roadway in the city during the upcoming holiday season, the Guyana Police Force is proposing that container trucks operate between the hours of 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. daily during the holiday season. During a presentation on the force's Christmas plans, Traffic Chief Senior Superintendent Ramesh Ashram pointed out that business owners will also be advised to offload their containers at the terminals, then transport the goods using lorries to their business entities. Many businesses would have the containers with their imports taken directly to their bonds or stores and offloaded there. It is unclear whether the wharf facilities would allow full offloading at those facilities. The container trucks traversing the busy downtown Georgetown areas during the busy holiday season at peak hours has resulted in traffic jams and other traffic issues. Lorries will continue to be restricted from traversing the east bank of the Demerara corridor between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. on weekdays. Additionally, the traffic chief announced today that more police traffic patrols will take place across the country and in communities in every town. The traffic department intends to also clamp down severely on drunk driving and speeding in the coming weeks. Guyana crossed an important milestone over the weekend as the number of fully vaccinated adults against COVID-19 jumped over the 50% mark. According to the Ministry of Health, 51% of Guyana's adult population is now fully vaccinated against COVID-19. Almost 80% of the country's population has received the first dose of one of the COVID-19 vaccines, so there are still more than 100,000 persons who are still to return for their second dose shots and become fully vaccinated. Region 4 is actually leading the country with the highest percentage of fully vaccinated persons. About 58% of Region 4's adult population is now fully vaccinated. The Minister of Health, Dr. Frank Anthony, said it remains very important for persons to get fully vaccinated so that the country could reach that full vaccination mark of 80% and achieve herd immunity.
51% of the adult population. So this is not the entire Guyanese population. So of the adult population, we have just achieved 51%, right? So if we look at the breakdown for that, Region 1, we are at 43.2%. This is persons who have been fully vaccinated. So we are at 43.2% in Region 1, Region 2, 41.6%, Region 3 at 48.9%, Region 4 at 58.5%, Region 5 at 51.9%, Region 6 at 49.8%, Region 7 at 46.9%, Region 8 at 34.8%, Region 9 at 53.4%, and Region 10 at 22.3%.
Meanwhile, the Health Ministry is also hoping to get more children inoculated. There has been a slowdown in the vaccination rate of children between the ages of 12 and 18. Even with that slowdown, the Ministry of Health is hoping to begin the vaccination of younger children, those between the ages of 5 and 11, as early as this coming weekend. With the vaccination rate slowly increasing, the ministry continues to notice a decrease in the hospitalization and infection rates across the country. As of yesterday, a total of 56 persons were hospitalized with the virus, and that number marks one of the lowest hospitalization rates in more than 6 weeks. There has been no new COVID-19 death recorded in the past 24 hours. Well, after promising for months that public servants will be getting a salary increase this year, President Irfan Ali has indicated that discussions about the increases are still ongoing. During a recent statement, the president said persons will soon see the results of those discussions. Back in October, the president promised that the increases for public servants will come before the end of the year. Public servants have not been given an increase in their salaries in the past 2 years. The Guyana Public Service Union wrote to the president recently expressing its concern about the matter on behalf of public servants. In response, the president said the Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of Public Service will be addressing the matter. The two government ministries have been quiet on the issue. Well, despite the concerns over the safety of the water at the Caracara Blue Lake in Linden, the Ministry of Tourism has officially declared the Blue Lake site as a tourist destination in the town. There are several Blue Lakes in Linden, with the Caracara Blue Lake being the most popular one. The lakes are actually mined out areas that were once used for bauxite mining and production in the town. In the past few years, the Blue Lake has become a hotspot for visitors to the community. With Tourism Awareness Month currently being observed and Linden seeing an increase in visitors, the Ministry of Tourism is making the Blue Lake an official tourist destination site. And the minister said it was an easy decision as the lake was cleared for leisure activities.
It's a place that is so serene. Getting into the kayak is a little bit of adventure. People like that little adrenaline, and the sights are so beautiful. It's pristine out here. This is a no-brainer for a tourist attraction. You can come here, the beautiful white sand, the safe water, swimming, adventure, kayaking, jet skiing. It's just so much to do here in just one spot. So it's a no-brainer for a tourist destination.
Tourism Minister Onesh Waldron. The Tourism Minister made a visit to Linden on Sunday and met with members of the Regional Tourism Committee and tour operators in the town. The quality of the water in the lakes has been tested and has been deemed safe for swimming and other recreational activities, she explained.
The fact is it's not contaminated. We have had an independent study done of the water, as well as a study conducted at GWI, Guyana Water Authority, and they have certified that the lake is safe for recreational activities. So we would not have been reckless enough to say that it's safe when it's not. But we do have the studies to back it.
And the move is now on the way to fully develop the area with small resorts.
We have given support to the tourism committee in terms of developing, and also to the Mr. Anderson as a stakeholder in this particular venture. And I can see with the proposals that, as I have encouraged the tourism committee, if they can come together with a proposal to put up a beautiful resort here, to have a sporting activity in this beautiful lake. It's all of these things we can help partner and help to sell this destination for investment, for people who are coming from outside of Guyana with monies to invest in tourism, and they really want to partner. And when we present this as a project, I believe it will be a no-brainer in terms of selling.
Several other areas across the town of Linden and Region 10 are also being developed for tourist activities. Linden has been involved in bauxite mining for over 100 years, and its rich mining history is also being showcased to tourists as part of the many activities in the town.
Farfan & Mendes is committed to promoting development through quality, service, and integrity. Customers are guaranteed genuine products, reliability, and excellence in service. Their corporate head office at Providence affords you the added convenience of a spacious showroom with secured parking. Farfan & Mendes continues to offer their valued customers a wide range of genuine and affordable German-engineered equipment. They're leading the way in clean, green alternative energy solutions with industry-leading brands of solar equipment. So visit their showroom at Providence and enjoy efficient and courteous service. Farfan & Mendes, offering you solutions you can depend on.
Mobile Special and all other mobile lubricants are distributed by Sol Guyana Inc. Mobile Special and all other mobile lubricants are distributed by Sol Guyana Inc.
It's one of your biggest goals, getting your own home, where memories are made, where happiness lives. You may feel that home ownership or renovation is beyond your reach, but we at Republic want you to know that there's always a way. Ask us about our suite of mortgages. Let's help make your housing wishes come true. Or advise on how the equity in your existing home can finance other dreams and goals. Call or go online to learn more.
We've got exciting news! All 12-ounce yellow cab Buster are now only $100. Buster, live in
Come
full
get
color.
your Buster, $100. Come get your Buster, $100.
We are legions of men standing strong, but never too proud to stoop and help someone. We must send a clear signal to all. Do right, walk in upright ways, knowing that's what being a man is all about. And ever aware that things will only get worse when good men do nothing. Stand strong, be the one to live right.
It's been a long time coming. Overdue, some might say, but now that it's here, it will change life forever, and it is here to stay. The future is now, transforming Guyana into the 21st century. Introducing GTT Fiber. Experience internet connectivity like never before. Speeds you deserve at prices you can afford from a name you can trust. Sign up today. GTT Fiber is here. GTT. Together, we rise faster.
Fuel it up and drive, super 95 to the fuel it up and drive, super 95 to the protect your fuel system, boy. High mileage and performance, boy.
Guy Oil Super 95 gasoline gives you more reasons to drive and is available at 56 service stations nationwide. For affordable price, high performance, and high mileage, choose Guy Oil's Super 95 gasoline.
Fuel it up and drive.
Across the region tonight, at least 68 prisoners were killed and more than 24 injured during violence at one of Ecuador's top prisons, the government announced. The penitentiary located in the southern city of Guayaquil is the same prison where 119 inmates were killed in late September in the country's worst ever incident of prison violence. The government has blamed disputes between drug trafficking gangs for control of prisons for the violence. Dozens were gathered outside the prison over the weekend waiting for news of loved ones, who many said they had not heard from in a number of days. The president said that they must do more to help the poor in Ecuador. Ecuador's prison system has come under harsh spotlight in recent years for overcrowding, poor sanitary conditions, and organized crime. In September, there was a 60-day state of emergency declared in the prison system, and that freed up government funding and allowed for military assistance in control of the prisons. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has condemned what he called intimidation tactics by the Cuban government ahead of planned protests in Cuba, and he vowed that Washington would pursue measures seeking accountability for the crackdown. Opposition groups have called the march to demand greater political freedoms and the release of jailed activists after street protests in July that were the largest in decades. Cuba's communist government has banned the demonstration, saying it is part of a destabilization campaign by the U.S. But the U.S. Secretary of State has urged U.S. partners to echo Washington's support for the demonstrations and pledge that the U.S. will continue to pursue measures that both support the Cuban people and promote accountability for the Cuban regime's repression. And finally tonight, international news. The European Union is to step up sanctions against Belarus in response to an escalating migrant crisis on the border with Poland. Top EU diplomat Josep Borrell confirmed the move, saying that vulnerable migrants were being exploited in what he called a hybrid war that is intensifying. Belarus is accused of pushing migrants towards its eastern borders to undermine security, a charge it has denied. Earlier today, hundreds of migrants were blocked at the crossing by Polish troops. A video filmed at the border by the BBC showed migrants sitting down on a road in front of barbed wire and Polish forces in a tense standoff. Those migrants came from a large makeshift camp in one crossing where thousands have settled in tents just inside Belarus. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Gordon Mosley, reporting and encouraging you to stay safe.